Our so ebusuya finally when him say adia ba ko na NPP amayoko no was waiting for a year Mike Oquaye's report na eno na ho kakra beto odua na wo mo tre se de ma NPP amayoko no edi ntwo afempenu ne aduonu nan nata aye Kennedy Akompre ko Japan ne nsem ya okeka ye ewo montenso ene ade na nei NPP fo a wo mo nso ewo Kennedy Akompre ko Japan camp wo mo de beto odua se Mike Oquaye report na nsa wo magi atum no wo mo mfa paper nankasa report ne mfa mra na nei yese leak bi abeto dwa leak abeto dwa no etre se Mike Oquaye report no clear say ye Kennedy Akompre ko Japan na ma NPP amayoko no elusi na mom majority of the people ehunu se na do danko kufuado na memmuo no sebe wo mo tre se na enkoyie na wo san akwakoyi obi fofora ne number 2 me tre na vice president na wo kokoyi no emma Mike Oquaye's report no dani asam ne kakra na yesi leak abane tre se Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia na wona na do danko kufuado adwuma na mom ye Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ye mpeno na mom se wona na do danko kufuado yesi asam no utremu na wakyeremu yie se wona na do danko kufuado adwuma no wo mu ina ewo office baako na afi no na do kwa wanfo na nkoro na wogya ne si wo se wono nso mra me contest bi ma Ghana fo hunu se na ma wana ekware na sana ma 2 ba de ende se na ma 2 ne nto aso no na ma wana nto aso na ma 2 wo ba baye na mum nya Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia as a person as an ordinary na Ghana for MP no na mum se wona na do danko kufuado adwuma na my Ghana hunu se na do modern mo ankwe anso ani entin se na do modern mo anhye da anso ani de Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia nso ba sa na wono nso eba abaye.
Dealing with page 74.
Okay, page 74.
Yeah, page 74.
All right.
Of Professor Aaron Michael Oquaye's report. Or say, the perception of Dr. Bawumia as the shadow of Akufo-Addo or the next in command after Nana Akufo-Addo's presidency. Or say, on whether or not the MPP flag bearer for election 2024, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was seen as shadow of President Akufo-Addo and therefore was going to be a mere puppet of President Akufo-Addo. 74% of the respondents answered emphatically yes. They suggest that the posture of the president and his inner cycle affected the sensibilities of Ghanaians. The report he patched and says 74% of MPP form no mukasa ni nyina say. Nana Akufo-Addo aban na Ghana for ebuafu no na aban ni fi aban mu no. Na omhu se Nana Akufo-Addo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nyina ya obi na kana same adequate. And you cannot decouple Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia from Nana Akufo-Addo. And any problem emphatically, almost say yes. They suggest that the posture of president and his inner cycle affected the sensibilities of Ghanaians.
No.
Not just say mistake MPP and say already Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as vice president, call 2024 election. And to Professor Michael Oquaye reports and they say, Senka MPP and for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Yehuni say a member of Nana Akufo-Addo's inner cycle no and they call election na and Ghana for to about my MPP. But because from who say I'm one year complaining na no mo did the number 2 and esaba. Enti and different of me aye. Enti eno ka ho na ma MPP lose election. Enti na ensese obi a wa play active role Nana Akufo-Addo government mu kra MPP president no. Adiwe ye kan
strategic.
Yes. Because usia unia penny. Na so obi ni no won tokwa. Na se ni nya keto e ba, yes obi tan wa otan wo no wa ye mo anyina. Enti se Ghana for no MPP for na nkasa believe say na Akufo-Addo government no Ghana for wontwi bi wo ho a. Aden na mo san di nipa won ne na ebu man na wo ye number 2 no esa be say number 1. Yes, I say elimination by rough status. Enti Nana Akufo-Addo kwa the number 2 abehye ho. Eno na ma Ghana for no ani anje ho a omoto aba ne tia MPP. asem we nipa bebre kae kama ekọ 2023 primaries no ye say mo hwe say ade a Ghana for kan aban we no Kufuado and Dr. Bawumia one ticket and the present here yeah Kufuado Bawumia's ticket and Ghana for turn in 2016 and I'm saying turn in 2020 but 2024 no na ticket na expire it when one is going the other one has to follow you can't comment here and it's page 74 black and white in Marco Quest report which they say Ghana for a cancel na say went here you pay for it. Professor Oquaye the reporting but we know the area no say omo kogina bonti no mo ye campaigner this portion they don't quote it
there be say we there etia no nti won kan
but the report no na for show both them say Oquaye's report says this Oquaye's report say that na vital information who be see party for no the sister party for no tin who be see omo but say party for who say Oquaye's report no say MPP they were not supposed to present to be an closer to Kufuado for the 2024 election. Party for Nankasa Neka. But Omo campaign for Nintie. And it's the same poster and Mazumi this time around. It's a reporting and for so many I want to say, yeah, this share reporting, not reporting the recommendations aba, na mon pesa mo de be adwuma. Na mo kofa report na mako koti portion be a favor mo. This way we have to publish all of them for people to see. Oquaye's report and we'll publish them line by line. Now, for already, I say, Oquaye's report, no, as someone
playing for your country, any easy, scoring, any easy, avoiding injuries, any easy. We
Uncle Ma ye dear no, and you say, baby. But you see, sir, obey me, Jina baby. Na so otimi, I can't be favor or no, out of the same report, no. Nanya a fan of one non so no, na Ghana for and supporting the candidate channel. So person and honor be oyi free one more na just why na adwen say party for no person from money
yes
na yan so no we say it because we is in the pain it ye be sin the pain our report nim am obi ate say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na ye twi ni gina nchen say enema papa course one na do dan kwa Kufuado amambu mu nyina no ono no de bae no na ne matantan nyina no ye de man na do dan kwa Kufuado so omfa nkofie no say na nya de papa
Mr. Gum, I mean, kind of paragraph we man it or say on the campaign trail, they observed that it was difficult for the presidential candidate who was a serving vice president, the first of such situation in the history of the MPP, to distance himself from his boss, the president of the republic, and rather difficult economic circumstances that the country could find itself, especially in his capacity as chairman of the economic management team.
We are vice president. Yes. No, ujina simpie ni apaswa. Na o kansem foforo. O yi hu free economy na. Yes. Yesi enko yi. Yes. Na wo yi.
After they also know. What the Ghana.
Wa na chairman.
Yes. Enti na Ghana for who say Enya papa in organizing economic forums be brave 2015-2016. After there, one of my presidential candidates. Say no ultimate ntwe ho mfi oboss ho. But ubegina also as chairman of the economic management team, country no echo into economic crisis no. After there, oba on kan wansem. What you say? Was many therefore saw Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as a candidate who was likely to govern under the influence of the president in his inner circle. What you say? And some people before say no. Akroba be here krokro the John.
Or the neighbor be sisu no nanado na techi asa akoso aduamamwo ni sa wo bra ye bre no. Enye se party na anya adwuma o. No kwa wo mu ni se enye se party no anya adwuma. I can tell you say adwuma in 8 years nanado danko Kufuado any Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ban ye no MPP umomo 20 years NDC umomo 20 years ntimi nye na mmom ade baako a ye gina so to abama party in 2016 and say economy no enko yie eti oba be ye ni yie na wo ba na anwene ne se na sa fe wo a ezese wo yie ano no wo adwane akotete ye friend say digitalization achidi a Ghana card one at the buy. Wabra Ghana card 2009 na me ye.
Maybe same information national service. Na President Kufuor I started a Ghana card national ID near register. What I say? Mr. Nkum, from 74 no, continue to 75 no. What say? The tribe and religion of the flag bearer have any impact? A question na omubisa. Now Hano say 62% of the respondents were of the view that Mamprusi Kusasi conflict negatively affected the party in the general elections, especially in the rural farming constituencies where the Kusasis and their ethnic associates exist in huge numbers. They voted against Dr. Bawumia.
We know over 62%.
Yes. Now say 38 of the respondents stated that the tribe of the presidential candidate did not affect the fortunes of the party.
Not just a man pushing Kusas in Tokwano.
Yes.
A play role.
Or say, Professor Michael Oquaye's committee says 62%. 62% of the respondents responded that they were of the view that the Mamprusi-Kusasi conflict negatively affected the party in the general elections, especially in the rural farming constituencies where the Kusasis and their ethnic associates exist in huge numbers. And in crossing now what Kusasis for one. Sa conflict no affect you. 62% of MPP respondents at Michael Oquaye committee and Omukasa said yes, that was true.
Sa same way Yankama party for one thing.
So Kwabrane
we Yankama party for.
Se na me amwane ensa aka we
Yankama party for.
Kwabrane age report ni se ne botom. No kodru ba bia wakokoti de ope. This is Michael Oquaye's report telling you this. What you say? Enti se ukokoye party no one acquire research now for research findings no na wa na for wabe gina ho say ensese kan ho asem wabe gina ho say ensese kan ho asem what you say
you be see ni pain you be see ni pain ensese party for ehunu ne a course Professor Eroma Kokwe in report no a party sika na de koye
yeah of course
party ba o contribution ka ho and na ma ye de koye sa report na de na ensese wuti mu asem ye be see ni pain am wate what is here because this time ensese ye nya total change e ma neman kitten bi a affect party no Emma 2024 yentimi ene nkonim no ensese ye timi make sure say sa neman ni nyina ye be yi na kwa e wose yi sa neman ni nyina kwa na se ye betimi aye sa adwuma na ne e wo report ni mu no ensese party ba bia tibie enti ena political za wa face no ho so obeye sa adwuma
ma kokwe support here ebedu 31 January no ne ya yi no live by live am bia
ti wie ni nyina
what you say be come obi ati de wom what you say Mr. Nkum tie ha o say in addition 71% of the respondents indicated that presenting Muslim candidates as flag bearer did influence the outcome of the elections. They revealed that non-Akan and non-Christian presidential candidacy of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had significant impact on the results.
Sansemisu na oka no musu yo.
I don't necessarily report him.
Oka no musu. Hwe anano pani bi or a Muslim pani pa. Enemy dinkum or part of a Muslim association.
Yeah.
Very big association. The man is a big man. Oka kira me say one who say otumfo ne hema aye a wo mo call na nsey. O say ohun say na obiba JK no ofura entoma tuntum.
Yes.
Enti saade na oye no do you want with the Muslims to associate ourselves?
Wafra brisi.
O say ye Muslim for ye nya sa. Yes. Wo ye culture no mu no ente sa. Enti say wo ye a ye hu no say wonka ye ho. Enti eni kwan say yeso
asem na oka na wa hai. O say though Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia being a Muslim majority of the Zongo communities lost trust in him. Though Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia being a Muslim, majority of the Zongo communities lost trust in him
because of Sani.
Yes.
No friend to
they could not associate themselves with him.
Say Drew baby can not call all them up so ko botchene.
Enuntina all Zongo communities etutia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enyang mama.
Sani ma
na same way we report mu a we say yam kam obi ante.
Party for mo bete wate.
Oti. Yam kam obi ante.
You be see the pain.
Ironically, majority of the respondents from northern background was of the view that trust, seniority should always be prioritized. As a result, they voted for John Mahama since they consider him older, sincere, and trustworthy against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Not just omuhu experience be a John Dramani Mahama kuta. After say hu so you be an tifia koso. Nti ne nsam ne bi ho no mo a eya nan say eyo bi kaka.
And almost trust no.
Hey.
That is the northern response. What my Oquaye report me say. Was ironically, majority of the respondents from the northern background was of the view that trust and seniority was always to be prioritized. As a result, they voted for John Dramani Mahama since they consider him older and trustworthy against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Inti se oseche mensa bonsu be gina baby catcher say ene ye kabisa say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
he fa na che mensa bonsu ko yes a research
no kan ho ana amafo se dabi
they always want to hide the truth from the party. One of them honorable che mensa bonsu. And until then, I'm saying, catcher say, Oquaye campaign was Western of Bontiminja campaign was Swami. Sanka, you say, Obian from the local area, no winning home. And then I'm for Swami as Xp0sed. And Kawa said on our book, and I can come to bread food. Quad Okodru Swami, can delegate no, on Betchen Shaggy. Because one man's nay. Oquaye report on Swaba, Oquaye Bogos report. This is my Oquaye's report telling you this. Where they empesa party for Betty? Yes. Now, Obiba Jeke could not campaign. No, baby. Say me, I'm not selfish. If the committee has said it, say even your northern brothers didn't like you. Majority of the respondents from the northern background was of the view that seniority and trust should always be prioritized. Yes. Who say a northern region hona nuane Dr. Bawumia nuane John Mahama bomu say John Mahama penny chain Dr. Bawumia and now no gidie what John Mahama mu the 5 northern regions no eso chain the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. This is something that MPP Modi hide from Mwankasa members. Why can't you tell them the truth? What you say? All right, my another person or something be so. Kamede anaya ya to aso ochina. Okay. And come way one na.
Utu de be one me ma kwan na ya ho adwuma kakra.
Or say, in a nutshell, the choice involving two northerners fielded by MPP and NDC favored the NDC since according to the people from the northern part of the country, John Mahama was the senior and therefore the one to lead. What I say? So to those people, Bawumia could follow after John Dramani Mahama if it so happened. But I won't believe that 2024 election there. Except Mahama and the lead omu efa that northern interest no e dey present you. Wow. Enti mo ankasa kwa na mutu so MPP you say you can party enti you know yemfa northern nko no kwa you couldn't even find out say northerners ni mienu kra na this MPP present you no why na northerners ne be genatum. And this is a clear case say ampa mo the northern akoye but northerners no mienu no ye je baako overwhelmingly. John Mahama won over 1 million in the 4 northern regions apart from or they say northeast no kra no difference ne kakra bi what you say which now say Mr. Nkum at any point in time no some people say omo the micro report kra ebeto abonten a automatically Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia that's for contest election all right because you presented a big misfortune to the party.
So fellow Ghanaians, the most awaiting report and yes leakage bi aba betodwa enti aba betodwa any emunchiremu me de abromeka fellow Ghanaians nanado fellow Ghanaians nanado ohwe me space yes nanado de na round ebusia nanado de fellow Ghanaians wodi jam wo kono wodi jam se na chi me na me hwe na chi ama no na fellow Ghanaians de aba betodwa eno no Michael Quest report no na aba betodwa no nim say up till now Michael Quest report rankasa paper no ehunu but the way you leakage about Trabonte. And looking at this, now ukwa monten so a utie nsem wan krofo kan so a abusuya mame famusia obaso a na watchera wadwene subscribe to a YouTube channel Xp0sed TV. We give you solid informations. I go by the name of Duman Komaba na Kofi Asante good enemy. Mr. Obaso na obmode wa subscribe or like na wasan a share e de ama for wo mu e we tiri any bench.